right a little after 9, so I'm gonna, for the sake of time, happy what day? We're the 3rd of December. I don't know about y'all, but November was the fastest month I've ever seen in my life. It like boom, gone. So I'm kind of shocked that we're already here. By the way, my wife woke up when I woke up this morning. She looked at me. She goes, "Do you know what day it is?" I said, "Yeah." She's, "You know what month it is?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "What month is it?" I said, "December." She's, "It's no longer November," but I'm hanging tight for a few more days just because I can. But I think the clock is on. But glad to have y'all today. Let me hit a couple of highlights, and then we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Interesting news today, this week on Omicron, and just the flurry of activity there. Really excited about Pfizer and Merck coming out with a pill next year that would help once you get COVID, reducing the symptoms and make it more of a respiratory illness. But it really does help cut down the number of deaths. And I think it, for those that do get it, and the fact that if you get it, there's something to help, I think it'll help the psyche out a lot, and will hopefully limit the future shutdowns that we might incur. And so, because I think we're going to be dealing with some type of COVID for a while, as these different, what comes after the Greek alphabet? I mean, we're at Omicron, but I don't know what. I guess they'll come out with numbers after that, but whatever. But that's good news. Congress, y'all saw yesterday, passed a extension for federal funding, so kick the can a little bit longer for a fight in February, mid-February. But at least they funded government. Nobody wants to go through lessons learned from years past of trying to shut down government during December. So that's good. Speaking of the economy, all the numbers are coming out on a local level. BEA has got numbers coming out next week, I think on the 9th. But a lot of new data coming out over third quarter. Personal income is up like 0.5%, which beat expectations by 0.2, which is pretty good. Inflation up 4.1% over last year. And so that's driving some issues, obviously, especially if you overall, if you've got personal income up 0.5%, that's because business owners and businesses are paying their employees more. One, you got to pay your employees more to retain them, and also to attract new talent. So I think that's the big driver in those numbers, which I don't see that slowing down anytime soon. So, but it's also, you've got to pay more to compensate for the inflation. Anyway, what was interesting with reading a bunch, my friends at TD Bank send me a bunch of snapshots from their economists, and I am a little wonkish a little bit on I love reading that stuff. They anticipated travel and leisure, because of the federal restrictions were set to expire, and with Thanksgiving and Christmas coming around the corner, they thought that the leisure and travel industry would really kick it into another gear. But with the new travel restrictions this week put in place, and with the fears of Omicron and the number of folks that are putting travel restrictions within their certain countries, I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll have to see how the fallout there, or what it does. But I know it didn't prevent some of y'all from hopping on a plane and leaving to go wherever you're going for Thanksgiving. And it certainly didn't slow down I-26 or I-77 traffic over the holiday weekend. I don't know if y'all were able to enjoy that fun. I just watched it on TV. I didn't go out, but there were a heck of a lot of people on the road. So the national scene is gearing up, and especially the economy is taking center stage, especially as we go into the new year and what it's going to do. Let's bring it a little bit closer to home. The South Carolina House was in session. They had committee meetings on Wednesday. They met yesterday to adopt the House redistricting plan. I've editorialized that enough the last few weeks, but they officially made it a crappy redistricting plan for Richland County yesterday with the full vote. So we recap there. We're losing a Senate seat. Senate seat 20 is moving to the coast, where they have seen record growth in the last 10 years. But we also are merging two lower Richland House districts into one. That's setting up an uncomfortable situation with Wendy Brawley and Jermaine Johnson. Both really like each other, and both didn't ask for that, but it was, I mean, Wendy ran against Todd for Rutherford for the minority leader and lost by 1 vote. She previously ran against Daryl Jackson. There's no love there. And so she, hey, picked the wrong time of year to pick a fight. So in my opinion, but whatever, I like Wendy a lot. So I hate that that's going on. But anyway, Democrats are going to blame Republicans. And that's the nature of the beast, because the Republicans have control. But in reality, that was a D on D fight, not a Republicans just did what they were asked to do. So the Senate's coming back next week, so they will take up the Senate redistricting plan, I think on the 6th. So stay tuned for that. Really thrilled to see, in some ways, the presidential search for USC is making progress. They've got a preferred candidate and 3 other candidates that they've not released names, but the preferred candidates coming on campus next week, and they hope to have a named new president by the end of the year. Holy cow! I'm startled, stunned, pleasantly surprised. Probably is the best way to say that they've been able to make so much movement, and I hope that's the case, because it's a huge vacuum right now. I think Pastides is a great caretaker in this role. I mean, he's done it for so long, and that's not a knock on him. But we really do need some strong leadership there, and maybe with some strong leadership in the president's office, some of the negative stuff will stay off the front page. Hopefully. But anyway, we'll see about that. I wish I had Johnny Carson's, what was the thing he would roll the dice and predict what's going to happen. I predict a shakeup on leadership at USC next year, just on the board. Just write that down. All right, so we got redistricting. All right, next week is a big week for us. We've got, it's a bunch of board meetings next week, but more importantly, we have an issues committee on Tuesday. And we're excited to have Todd McCullum from chair of Lexington County Council there, as well as Paul Livingston, chair of Richland County Council, will be in attendance at the Richland County Library, 8 o'clock. That'll be fun, because I think right now we're seeing some interesting decisions out of both bodies, and deliberate decisions that they've got to take on growth, moratoriums, etc. They did vote this week to pass new zoning requirements in Lexington County, and they put a 6-month moratorium on new permitting, but that was set to expire the 15th of this month, and they'll be taking new applications for development on the 10th. I think that's the date that they're going to allow. So stay tuned for that. That is an in-person meeting for those that are interested in coming by there and checking that out. Always good to have them. Also next week, well, got a big parade on Saturday downtown. Traffic is tough, so if anybody trying to get around downtown in the morning, be careful. There is the Christmas parade. USC School of Economics was hosting an economic summit. Their annual economic summit is on Tuesday. So it'll be really interesting to see what Joey Von Nessen and the crew does, and how the numbers look. I know I've talked about this, but just as a reminder, the economy is so important because it funds everything, and we had $1 billion excess money last year they put another $1 billion in to spend this year. So we've got $3 million, we're close to it, of federal dollars to spend. So that's $5 billion extra dollars that they've got to come back and deal with in January. Friends, that's a lot of money. Anyway, I was trying to read my notes. So that's all coming up next week. But the new revisions of South Carolina economy, I think, will be, I think, employment issues and the impact that finding good employees right now is having on the economy. The number of ships we've talked about for a long time out on the coast, the backlog of supply chain issues that was really hitting cars and appliances, now it's hitting everything. So how's that impacting from a state as small as ours that are so much direct foreign investment? And I think so many of our jobs are dependent on the port. So we're going to have a slowdown at some point. Just don't know how severe. So look forward to hearing that. All right, two things I'll wrap up and then I'll turn it over to y'all. Hey, Rich, I'm going to give you a shout out to Corey Smith. I'm going to post this in the chat box. But if y'all have not seen this video that Corey Smith has done from a drone in Colombia, it is actually really cool video to check out from a drone over the fall colors of Colombia. It's pretty cool. It's really beautiful, actually. So thanks, Rich, for your team there. And I told you I was wonkish and nerdy in some ways, not all ways, but some ways. So this is my favorite. This is history is yesterday, not today, but yesterday. Yesterday was December 2nd. It was both a palindrome and an ambigram. That means it can be read in digital form from left to right, right to left, and upside down. Y'all topped that one today, okay? But sorry, it wasn't today, it was yesterday, but still, little fun fact and in a nerdish way. So, all right, what y'all got on tap this week? I hope everybody had a Thanksgiving and enjoyed some family time, and some of y'all enjoyed the scrimmage at Willie B last Saturday night. Others did not, but there were some really good games. But how about what's happening in the business world this week? It's been somewhat slow. I guess the hype after the election, but it's been a little bit slower, it feels like. But we love Poonam. I'm glad Poonam Patel's on today. She's the newest employee over at MUSC Health. So welcome, Poonam. Glad to have you here. What else is going on?
This is Ann Jeanette from the Office of Small Business Opportunity at Richland County.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. On Wednesday, December 1st, we launched our CV-19 Small Business Relief Grant. That is a reimbursable grant up to $15,000. And I think within the first 5 hours, we had over 217 applications.
Wow.
We hit the ground running with that one. Also on Wednesday, we put out an overview of the seed grant that we have coming in January. The two caveats to that grant is you must have a business plan and you must provide a pitch about your business. It's a competitive grant, and we're hosting some workshops in conjunction with Richland Library. Their entrepreneur on site, Roshonda Pratt, will be spearheading. I think Mr. Ledbetter and a few other people are going to assist with that, but we're assisting our small businesses to prepare with a pitch and a business plan for this particular grant. Again, that grant launches in January.
Great. Thank you.
Welcome.
No, is that pitch going to be more like a Shark Tank pitch?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay, fun. All right, what else we got? Y'all didn't drink your coffee. Well, didn't have enough beforehand, right?
SEC championship tomorrow night, LTX.
Hey, what time is that game?
4 o'clock.
Thank you. Everybody knows who's in that one. Does anybody know who's in the ACC game? Just saying. I think there's plenty of tickets in Charlotte. I think, is it Pitt and Wake? Yeah. All right. It's crazy how those games work. All right. Nothing else, huh? All right. Well, thank y'all for joining in today. We'll make this one a quick one since everybody's tired from a long week. And it has been that. But appreciate everything y'all do for us and at the chamber. Let us know how we can help you. We'll be here next Friday morning, 9 o'clock, same bat channel. And if you need anything in between now and then, give us a call. All right. We'll see you real soon.